Coming clean with fuel cells chemistry. Myself, I am Talsani Dutin Reddy, CSITA 22951A 3326. Abstract. Necessity is the mother of invention. Energy crisis in the cry of future. The historical and the present day civilizations are closely interwoven with energy, and in future our existence will be more dependent upon energy. The conventional sources of energy, the single most important prerequisite for power generation, are depleting fast. The world is heading towards a global energy crisis mostly due to running out of these energy sources. Decreasing the dependency on fuel and fossil fuels is the recommended as the sources of energy are infinite. The greatest task today is to exploit the non-conventional energy resources for power generation. Starting with brief history of fuel cells, this paper presents an innovative emission offset project that utilizes anaerobic digester gas powder fuel cells to produce electricity. ADG is primarily a mixture of gases which are the byproducts of anaerobic decomposition at wastewater treatment plants. At many wastewater treatment plants, ADG is being utilized inefficiently or not at all. If ADG is released uncombusted, it significantly contributes to the greenhouse effect. The desegregation necessitates installation of control and monitoring technology, which can be very costly. Fuel cells provide the most effective solution to these problems. They effectively generate premium quality electricity and much needed thermal energy while consuming ADG and emitting negligible amount of regulated pollutions. Introduction. Fuel cell may be defined as an electrochemical device for the continuous conversion of the free energy change in a chemical reaction to electrical energy. Fuel cell system offers clean and efficient energy production and are currently under intensive development by the several manufacturers for both stationary and mobile applications. Fuel cell found its first application during the NASA Apollo moon landing program in the late 1960s. It was a logical choice as an energy source. It had no moving parts, was compact in size, and was founded with an unlimited as an energy source. It had no moving parts, was compact in size, was founded with an unlimited budget. Powered simply by hydrogen gas, the fuel cell produced DC power, pure water as its exhaust, and the heat the DC supply charged the spacecraft's batteries. The water was used by the screw, and the heat generated by the fuel cell was rejected to the void of space. That at that time a brief study was conducted as to how fuel cells could be used to power homes in the same manner as the spacecrafts. The study was very short lived, but the dream of powering automobiles and houses using fuel cells was born in the earnest. Fuel cells, until recently a curiosity largely confined to the space program, are emerging as a valuable, clean, and efficient generator of electricity. A number of companies are developing fuel cell for use in stationary appliances. Most of the current applications for fuel cells utilize natural gas as a fuel in certain states, such as New York and Connecticut. Fuel cells operating on natural are recognized by the states as a renewable energy source. Recently, however, fuel cells, mostly phosphoric acid, have been shown to operate well on renewable biogas fuels such as anaerobic digester gas ADJ produced at wastewater treatment plants as well as landfill gas LFG and gas produced at beer beverages, wastewater treatment facilities. Anaerobic decomposition involves microorganisms that derive energy from metabolizing an organic material to decompose organic waste at WWTFS. In the absence of oxygen, the byproduct of their metabolism are carbon dioxide CO2 and methane CH4 plus trace quantities of the other components such as hydrogen sulfide H2S and organic halides, mostly chlorides. ADJ is primarily a mixture of these gases 60% methane and 40% carbon dioxide. A simplified diagram of the wastewater treatment process is shown in figure. If ADJ is reached uncombusted, it significantly contributes to the greenhouse effect. This occurs principally through emission of methane, which traps at least 10 times of the much is carbon dioxide. For this reason, and for odor control access, ADJ is typically flared, burned in place towers, a process that eliminates methane emission. Fuel cells at wastewater treatment plants. Wastewater treatment plants that utilize the anaerobic digestion process produce a gas mixture of about 60% methane CH4 and 40% carbon dioxide CO2 plus ppm levels of hydrogen sulfide and in some cases organic halides, most chlorides. This gas mixture called ADJ may be utilized in a fuel cells to produce power and heat. However, the sulfur and halide compounds must be removed to the prevalent deactivation of certain key components ion on the fuel cell. An ADJ fuel cell system is shown in the figure. The unit utilizes a non-regenerable potassium hydroxide impregnated redundant activated carbon beds to remove hydrogen sulfide from ADG. The unit is sized to produce ADG flows of up to 4,800 safety per hour. The two carbon beds are capable of operating for about 6 months with ADJ containing 200 ppm of H2S. Each bed contains approximately 1200 IBS of carbon. The GPU contains sampling pots so that H2S content may monitor to determine when the beds need to be changed. Application of fuel cells. The concept of using fuel cells powered by hydrogen gas provides the ideal solution to pollution in our world. Fuel cells have been developed that can be used for virtually any applications requiring electrical power or mechanical energy. They are now classified into three basic categories: portable devices, transportations, applications, and stationary power. For portable applications such as laptop, computer, cameras, and cell phones, direct methanol fuel cells (DMFCs) should the most promise of future developments of batteries potential. They can store over 10 times as much energy as a lithium battery, which should translate to longer operating times. Today, fuel cell based power system is a very expensive method of producing electricity when the initial costs are amateur plus the average operating reliability. The life of fuel cell is an area of concern. All of these issues are being addressed by fuel cell developers and will continue to improve with that time. One area of significant advance in the lower cost power is to adapt the fuel power system of the country regardless of voltage or frequency, allowing the production of truly universal power systems. Natural gas is reformed on-site to the produced hydrogen to power the fuel cell. The reforming process does consume electricity and is a key issue in designing the cost-effective distributed energy devices that can design on-site commercial and residential power plants. Reference. Thank you.